For 10 years, I was very involved in different ministries where we advocated and taught communities about people that are hurting. Then COVID hit and everything shut down. During COVID, I really started praying again, saying, Lord, what do you want? What's my next step? And it was crazy because at that time, 4 friends started sharing their stories about refugees. And at the same time, Pastor Scott was sharing stories about his trip to Greece. And I knew God was telling me that was my next step. So I jumped right in. I got involved in the refugee ministry at BelPres. And now my husband and I go every week to prep the homes and get them ready for refugees that are coming to Seattle to live. You know, learning about their stories, the fact that they're persecuted, that they're running away, they lost their home, their careers, everything, and they come to a new country and they don't know the language, and I just can't imagine how challenging that must be. So that really tugs at my heart and makes me want to surround the refugees and just be Jesus to them. As I started learning more, I decided to go to the Bible and realize that there's so many references to refugees in the Bible. They don't use that term. They use the term stranger, or you might see foreigner, but it's really evident that God does care and calls us to care. I had the incredible privilege to go to Greece with other BelPres members to actually meet refugees in a refugee camp from Syria, Iran, Afghanistan, and you read about the stories, but actually talking to people, it was very life-changing. I talked to a lady who she and her son escaped Iran. They were actually Christians in Iran. They went to church one day when her son was 9 years old, and Christians in their church were killed right in front of them. So they escaped Iran. They had to go through several countries, and then they got on a boat in Turkey. The boat was for 20 people, but there were 56 people on the boat. And they were almost to shore when the boat split in two. So they had to swim to shore. It was amazing to hear the tragedy and everything they went through, but then also see an incredible faith and a hope in Jesus and an excitement for the future. We asked the refugees to draw pictures of what they feel their safe place is. It was incredible because most of the safe places were homes with trees and flowers and their kids running in the yard. But you realize that they get to this country and they may not have the home. It's scary. So by hearing their stories, it just made it so clear to me that I need to be working with them as they come to America and come to Seattle. What fuels me is that we are called to love. We are called to sacrifice in love. One of the things that really resonates with me is in Hebrews. I'm sure we've all heard it. Keep on loving each other as brothers and sisters. Don't forget to show hospitality to strangers, which are refugees. For some who have done this have entertained angels without realizing it.